Good morning, Mayor, City Council. Morning. My name is Jacob Yanker. I'm with Tyler Water Utilities, and I'm going to be presenting agenda items M1 and M2 this morning. So, starting off with M1 for the Lake Tyler raw water pump station improvements, construction award bid number 25020. So, a little bit of background on this project. Our existing raw water pump station was constructed in the late 90s, and it took the place of the original one that was dating back to the 50s. It's located on the north side of Lake Tyler. It's approximately 8 miles to our Golden Road water treatment plant. This facility has the capacity of 24 million gallons per day, and it supplies around half of Tyler's drinking water. The raw water pump station utilizes 3 vertical turbine pumps via 2 raw water lines. And these pumps are driven by variable frequency drives. You're going to hear me call them VFDs. And the existing VFDs are at the end of their useful life, and that's really the meat and potatoes of this project. So, like I said, we're going to be replacing the existing VFDs with new ones. We're also going to be building a new climate-controlled building to house them in. So this is the existing electrical building out there, and as you can see, there's not very much room for phasing of construction to take the old ones out, put the new ones in, all while the raw water pump station is continuing to operate. So we'll also be installing a new electrical switchgear, and we'll be upgrading and replacing the electrical service and the transformer to the pump station. Another big part of this project is installing a standby generator with a 48-hour fuel supply. We'll be doing some SCADA improvements and integration, and this is how we communicate and control these remote facilities. We'll also be replacing some critical on-site valves, and there's going to be some site access improvement. And the last point here on this slide is not necessary, or it's not in the construction award that we're awarding today, but I wanted to go on ahead and mention it because it's relative to this project. So for the course of this project, from when we started to design, we considered replacing the motors and the pumps as well. Upon further discussion, we thought it to be a better practice to refurbish the existing motors and pumps. How we're doing that is over the course of design and construction, we're going to do one each year. So that saves us on having to fully replace the motors and pumps. So sealed bids were received and read aloud on April 8th, 2025. Our final design OPCC was $12.2 million. IECON was the apparent low bidder, but upon further investigation, they had some rounding errors, but the major offense was that they provided pricing for VFDs that did not meet the project specifications. So we moved to the next low bidder, which is TACNEC, and they did provide the correct pricing for the correct specifications. We reviewed their approved contractor application, and through the vetting process, they were recommended by our consultant for this project. We have a 36-month construction schedule, and that's due to the long lead time of some of the electrical equipment in this project. So I would like to request that the City Council consider authorizing the City Manager to execute a capital improvement project contract in the amount of $12,624,779 with TACNEC LLC for the Lake Tyler raw water pump station improvements, bid number 25020, and adopt a resolution reserving the right to reimburse expenditures with proceeds of future debt.
So have we used them before?
No, sir. So due to the specific nature of this work, we didn't see really any local contractors bid on this. We received 3 bids, IECON, TACNEC, and Graycon, and all 3 of those guys, well, Graycon's the one contractor that we've worked with in the past.
So we have references or?
Yes, sir. We do have references. I have some with me here. We called several. Everybody that we talked to with TACNEC had positive things to say. I had them in here. They had positive things to say. I think there was one reference that said that they were currently working under a construction project with them, and that they couldn't comment on TACNEC, but professionalism was highly recommended, and responsiveness, all the references checked out.
Okay.
Jacob, this is once again us updating, upgrading very aged equipment that probably should have happened sooner than now.
Yes, sir. So like I said, the VFDs, they are nearing the end of their useful life. The project is going to be 3 years, so that's a very long project for us. But we're taking steps in that proactive approach.
What's the recommended life on those VFDs?
I believe it's 20 years,
Okay.
but I could double check that for you.
Jacob, with the refurbishing of the VFDs, how far down the road does that get us? I would presume it's not an extra year, because then it wouldn't be cost effective to refurbish, only to replace it. Is it a significant amount of time?
So the refurbishment of the pumps?
Yes.
Yeah, so we estimate that this refurbishment will get us 10 years down the road and with a possible additional refurbishments.
all right,
Move to approve M1.
Second.
got a motion by Curtis, second by Nichols. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.